We are two everyday, middle-aged, blonde girlfriends from the Midwest that met during a very painful life transition that neither of us planned or wanted to face. We've built an invaluable friendship, and as we fumble through each unexpected thing that life throws at us, we laugh a lot. Sharing our story is therapeutic for us, and we hope entertaining and somehow helpful to you. In previous episodes, we shared what we hate about online dating, a confession implicating us in crime, modern dating terminology, and things that Kelly Jo just can't be bothered with. In this episode, the case of the Amazon break-in will be cracked. We will discuss being self-unaware and disclose a hack for remembering garage codes. In future episodes, we will share more experiences with online dating apps, another dumpster fire story, synthetic love, more things that Kelly Jo can't be bothered with, and some of Jenny's favorite things.
Let me write what comes next. We're girls on a mission. We don't need to be perfect. Just honest, just real, just figuring it out over chips and salt. So we'll crack the case. Give me the pen, I'll write our story right. We came flying, honestly, we're gonna be alright.
Welcome to the JK Podcast, where we talk about when life is unexpected. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Kelly Jo. So Jenny, we're just new at this, right? Like, it's another thing. We're just figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, building the airplane in the air.
That's right. Apparently, according to my son, I don't even have the right sound editing software, but
Tell
I
them
digress.
what your son said about our microphones.
Listen, I thought I did some research. He goes, Mom, those are so 5 years ago. I have been realizing as I listen just to like our first hour back how often we both, but me especially, say like and and things like that. So I'm sure we'll become more aware of that. You know, if like in a school speech class or you've ever seen a video of yourself or you've listened back to a voicemail of yourself or something, you know, you learn all kinds of things about yourself. So I was young, newly married, had a child under 1. We had those big honking video things that you carry around on your shoulder, almost like a professional newscaster. Yes. And I was in through those a couple years ago because I wanted to get them transferred to like digital media. I was behind the camera recording my son and his dad.
Sure.
And then I was saying things to my ex as I was recording. The first thing, it shocks you what your voice sounds like, right? But then second, I was like, I don't come across like that, do I? Oh. And I thought, I sound so grouchy, just sort of irritable, whatever. Yeah. I don't think I was because of what I was saying, but I was embarrassed. The other thing is I was working in, a committee for something. One of the gals called me and I answered the phone. And she said, gosh, I guess you're glad to hear from me. And I'm like, what do you mean? Oh. And she's like, do you know when you answer the phone, you sound like this? Hello.
Oh, that was new for you?
Like, that was new information. Like, She's like, yeah, am I bothering you? And I'm like, no, I had no idea. Which reminds me, just not that many months ago, I was sending voice messages. This guy and I were back and forth joking around. And he's like, you are such a fun person. Have you ever listened to your voicemail prompt? Because it's like you're having the worst day of your life. Whoa. I'm like, no, I haven't. Then I told him that story, how years ago, I said, so I'm going to have to go look at it. So it was like, wow, how depressed were you that day? Did you do that? Did you record that right in the middle of all your dumpster fire? Or what? So I recorded one that, is more my personality. The next time he called back, he noticed, hey, I like your new, I don't know this about myself. And I think all 25 years I taught. How did I come across to those students?
That's fair. When your friend pointed that out, that's how you answer the phone, were you glad that she did that?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely paid more attention. Turns out, nowadays, I text a whole lot more than I answer the phone. The things we learn about ourselves, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot about each other through this too.
I think so.
I
think so. Kelly Jo, listen, I have a story about something unexpected that happened to me this week.
I can't wait to hear it.
So, I ordered some things on Amazon.
Was it a man?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was not.
Okay.
It was boring things like sheets.
Okay. All right.
I needed it overnight. Like, it was a timely situation, and so I was expecting it at a certain time. And I got up that morning, and I went on a long walk, and it was very hot, so I was in the bathroom trying to get ready to take a shower, and my doorbell rang. And I thought, I'm not answering the doorbell.
Right.
Because
Right. Obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
Like-
Then I thought, oh, they'll just ring the doorbell, go away, no big deal. Nobody's home except me. My kids are off somewhere else, right? After the doorbell rang, I heard them put in the 4 digits, to unlock your front door.
Yeah.
And I thought, what is happening?
Right.
Then the door unlocked, and you know what I did?
I don't know. I would agree. I don't know.
I locked myself in the bathroom.
It's a great choice. I mean,
I felt like it was...
you're like 5 foot nothing. What are you gonna do?
I know.
Go.
And not dressed.
Right. Nor trained in probably martial arts, but go. Yeah.
Well, I'm locked in the bathroom. I was quickly checking my kids' locations. I thought maybe, just maybe, it's one of them. But I'm like, why would they ring the doorbell? They're nowhere around. So it's obviously not them. And I am in like full panic mode. Like there's somebody in my house.
Can we pause? Did it go through your mind? Who else knows your code?
A few people, like my pet sitter, one of my neighbors.
And you're just assuming your neighbor and your pet sitter aren't working a side job
Right,
with
like-
Amazon.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was Amazon at the
Oh,
time.
right,
I didn't know
true.
who it was.
That's true.
Yeah, so then I waited. I didn't hear anything else. I waited a little while in there. And then I obviously put on some clothes.
Sure.
And then I unlocked the door. And I'm kind of like checking things out. I don't have a dog. And then I go out there. And there's an Amazon package inside my front door that was not there before. How does Amazon have my code to my door?
And is that a thing?
I guess it is. I guess.
I guess they might be able to leave things in your garage, but people let them know how to get into their house? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I
I have
don't
to
know.
do some research. Go ahead.
But I was like, at no point in time have I
Yeah.
ever given them
Right.
that information.
Right.
I could not figure it out, and I was not loving it. I mean, I was probably like super close to calling the police, actually. And then I called a friend of mine, and he was like, yeah, that's not great. That's not great. And I said, I know. I just didn't know what else to do about it. Honestly, like, what am I going to do? Amazon's a huge company. I can't
Right.
call them. And then,
I mean, you can, but you might be on hold for 3 days.
I saw in the app where it says, contact us. What am I going to say?
Right. You can get the artificial intelligence response center, and you're going to be
Exactly.
like, I need to know if somebody from your company happens to have the code.
Right?
Yeah. So, but I assume you checked with your kids.
I did. I checked with
Yeah.
my kids. I'm like, hey, did either of you just happen to be at the house?
Yeah.
Nope. And I didn't want to tell them why because
Right.
I didn't want them to be freaked out.
Right.
Then my friend is like looking it up for me, and he goes, well, there's like a master code that will open your front door. I said I did not know that.
Wait, what? I didn't know this.
This is good information, Kelly
This
Jo.
is safety information. And maybe I just say, can I do a squirrel? Right?
Yeah.
When you said I asked my friend.
I was my boyfriend.
No. That's okay. I didn't need you to confess. Jenny's fanning herself because she got all red.
This is what my younger friends I work with call it. What do they call it? Not a soft launch, but a hard launch.
Like where you just come out and put a label on it. All right, I'm proud of you. Way to go. No. Okay, this is so not funny now, but I was going to say something about, wait, you have another friend? What? I thought you were spending all your free time with me. But then you said him, and I was like, okay, I won't be jealous if
Yeah.
it's not another girl. No, I'm just
Right.
teasing. We have
Yeah.
other friends.
He's like, that's a thing. Like, they all have a master code, and you have to change that, delete it or whatever. And I was like, I lived in that house a while.
Right.
And he's like, well, did you ever change it? I said, I don't know.
Who knows that you're supposed to have to?
Not me.
How does he? Oh, I bet I know how he knows.
So then I waited a day or so because I wasn't home. And I tried that, right? To see if the master code, I won't tell you the numbers because
Oh,
I
please.
feel like that's putting information out there for people. But it's easy to find out. You can YouTube it.
Okay.
I got home and I tried that, right? The
Yeah.
master code.
Yeah.
And the door did not open. Okay, but it's 95 degrees outside. And then I realized I'd locked myself out of the house.
Oh no. Oh no. That sounds more like something I would do. Actually have done, but
So now I'm locked out.
so what do you do?
Then I remembered I could get into his garage.
Oh yeah, well sure.
Taking a risk because I didn't think the garage code worked. I was glad it did because I would have roasted out there.
Yeah, you would have.
My phone was inside. Now I'm back to the Amazon driver having my
Right.
actual code.
Right.
I was trying not to think too much about it because
Yeah.
this is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like, how in the world did this person get that coat? So my daughter got home and I hadn't seen her for 2 days, and I said, I'm not going to be mad,
Right.
but I just need to know, did you at any time in the Amazon settings give them the code to our house?
Yeah.
No. Why? I tell her the whole thing. Okay, this is what happened.
Wait, is the case about to get cracked?
Sure is.
Wide open?
Sure is.
Jenny, you're becoming a case cracker.
I know.
Okay.
So my daughter, without any sense of urgency whatsoever, here's what happened, Mom. My friend came over to drop off my shoes, and she rang the doorbell, and you didn't answer, but she could see your car. So maybe my garage door was open this entire time, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Also, Amazon, put the picture on there that they,
Yeah.
left it on my front porch.
All right.
So then I was like, they lied.
Why would they take a picture and then pick it up and bring it in the house? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anyway, so my daughter's friend came over to drop off her shoes, rang the doorbell. I didn't answer. She saw my car was there, but I wasn't coming to the door. Must have, texted my daughter. And my daughter's like, oh,
Yeah.
she's probably out for one of her walks.
Yeah.
Like an old lady. She's like, just use the code.
Oh.
And then when she went in to drop off the shoes, she was trying to be helpful. She just took in the Amazon
Right.
package. So for 3 days, Kelly
You
Jo,
were
I
sick.
thought Amazon broke into my house.
You see what happens when you keep information from your children?
Yeah,
Correct is a lesson.
I know.
But here's the thing, I also thought, oh, that's sweet. So, but somebody was actually trying to be like, if this is I've fallen and I can't get up situation, she was going to come check on you.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad you have peace of mind.
Right. Amazon did not actually break into my house.
That is good to know. Because let me tell you, Amazon, I'm on their everyday standard route.
Same. I mean, it comes right,
Yeah.
overnight delivery
Yeah.
and everything.
I'm going to digress. So as you were telling that story, I thought of, there's a moral lesson in there. Let's apply this to life. Because as a teacher, when we had outcomes, we said that learning doesn't happen until the knowledge gets applied, right?
Yeah.
And used.
I think I have actually what the lesson is.
Okay, let me...
Maybe it's not a moral lesson.
Okay, tell me what
But
it
the
is.
lesson is that I definitely need a Ring doorbell.
Well, that,
Right?
100%.
Because then I wouldn't have
It's
been
a-
in this
Right.
quandary for days.
That is a more practical lesson in that, like a call to action.
Right.
But the lesson is, look what happens when we make assumptions. But also the things we believe in our head and we don't verify them or check them out or make sure we have all, when we make decisions based
Yeah.
on limited information, and I am in no way faulting you or saying you
Uh-huh.
did anything wrong, but we can spiral.
Oh,
we
I
can
was
start
spiraling.
believing
Yeah.
a lot of things that there may be a perfectly acceptable explanation to, and even with ourselves, which would be a good episode sometimes, the lies we realized through all this that we were believing.
Yeah.
There's your lesson. You were talking about codes, and it just reminded me, I have one pin I use for everything, like my computers, whatever, that's super easy to remember. But if you have credit cards, debit card, all those things where you have to have a pin, I don't know what number is significant to me. I was always having a hard time remembering anything, even garage codes. Mm-hmm. And then I would change them periodically. Let me be more honest, have somebody else change them for me. And so you know what I had to do? I had to start coming up with 4-letter words, and then I would just spell them on the number keypad.
What kind of 4-letter words?
Like home.
Okay.
That's a good one though.
You're taking out some frustration.
That is
On
not
your
a bad. That's not a bad suggestion. And then I just thought, is that what it is right now? No, it's not. But words like that, or like boys, or any ball, anything.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
Team. I can remember those for some reason. And then I was giving that to one of my friends one time, and she's like, "Well, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The numbers and letters don't line up on every keypad." I'm like, what? Even when I was a cashier, cell phones, that's not true, is it? But it's not. They're all the same. Yeah. And besides, friend, it doesn't matter because it's just on one keypad. You only know how to spell to know how to spell the word on one keypad. But anyway, you would think, so this has been, years, Jenny, that I've had this code, at least 5.
Okay.
Ask me what the 4 numbers are.
Kelly Jo, what are the 4 numbers?
I have no idea.
But you know the word.
I do.
It's a powerful
You
word.
would think from the sheer number of times I've typed it in, but nope, I'm so focused on those little tiny letters. And let me tell you, you get to an age where you need your reading glasses.
Yeah.
And then add on top of that, if it's just a little bit dark outside, anybody else, my kids, my sister, my mom, anybody that has the code, it took them like twice. And if someone would ask them what's the code, they'd be like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't use that one.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. All right, Kelly Jo, I need to tell you about something a little unexpected that happened to me this morning.
Okay.
I do a lot of walking in the summer.
Yeah.
And so this morning I went pretty early because I thought I didn't want it to get too hot. Anyway, I walked about 2 miles and I was really warm. And I'm like, oh, I'll just circle back to my house, put on some different clothes, and finish my last mile.
Yeah.
I did that. And I got on the trail behind my house and I was walking. And there's this construction site down there at the end, right?
Yeah.
And guess what happened to me?
You fell in a manhole?
Nope.
What?
Listen, I'm pretty...
You got, what do they call that?
A cat call?
Whistles? Cat call? Is that what happened?
So these, boys, I'm, maybe early 20s, are throwing all this concrete into a dump trailer, and I'm walking.
Yeah.
And the one's like, hey there! I waved at him.
You thought that was...
After the fact, I thought...
That was the thing to do.
Maybe I should not...
I think it's fine.
Oh, yeah, that hadn't happened to me in a long time. So
Well, good. I'm so happy for
apparently
you.
he likes chubby middle-aged women.
Did you say chubby?
Yes.
You are not chubby. Stop it. Okay, so that's a little bit like we went out for an early dinner yesterday.
We did.
And there was a lot of comments being made about what a cutie the waiter was.
I did not initiate this conversation.
No, you didn't initiate it. I feel like it was our other friend that was there.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he was doing what a waiter does, right? Making eye contact, smiling, whatever.
Right. Trying to earn his tips.
Yeah. I mean, if we really needed an ego boost that day, we could have lied to ourselves and told ourselves, oh, wow, he thinks I'm cute or whatever.
I mean, yeah, you could have.
Here's the problem. I feel like I'm at that age where it would be like, oh, what a cute little old woman. Like it wouldn't even be weird if I tried to flirt with him because they would just pass it off as like an old granny.
Oh, maybe.
I hope I don't look like an old granny, but who knows? They look younger and younger to me all the time.
100%.
So I probably look older and older. I don't feel that old.
No.
I don't feel like a 90-year-old. And then 90-year-olds will be listening to this and being like, lady, what are you talking about?
I don't know. 90's pretty up there.
It is pretty up
I'd be
there.
happy to, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'd be happy to make it that far. I think. I mean, TBD.
Yeah?
Ask me next
Right.
decade.
I'm kidding.
'Cause-
To be continued.
right.
You know what else?
What?
I forgot about this. As part of my job, I spend a lot of time in the grocery store.
Okay. Yes, I did know that.
And I'm very, very friendly with the people who work there because I'm just there a lot and there's not a lot of customers during the middle of the day,
Right.
Anyway, there's this manager of a certain department who's always been incredibly friendly, asked lots of questions, all this for years has been this way. And I thought that he was just being really friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, 2 weeks ago or so, I was in there with my boyfriend,
Sure.
who we
Yes.
can't say his name on the internet.
We can't.
It's just a dead giveaway.
We can't, but at least we're saying boyfriend.
Right. So I was in there with him. Same person comes to the counter to help us.
Yeah.
Won't speak to me.
Was he jealous?
I don't know. And I thought, it really bothered me, actually.
Yeah, right.
When we left there, and that was really weird. And I was telling my boyfriend about it, and he's, Jenny, I think he likes you.
He's like Mikey. He likes it. He likes it.
I guess, I don't know. I didn't think too much about it. And then I was in there a few days ago by myself. Guess what happened?
He talked to you.
Tons.
No.
And
Plot twist.
yes, and then he asked me what I was doing that night, and I said, I think I'm going to have a fire. He goes, oh yeah? I'll bring the cold beer.
Oh.
And I was like, this is maybe
Yeah.
he wants something more than a friendly conversation.
Customer relationship?
Yeah, he almost knocked the other girl out of the way to help me.
Jeepers. How long have you been going there?
Years.
Okay, so this goes back to what we said in one of our early episodes when we were talking about online dating. Guys, you gotta let us know you're interested. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta let us know. If that's what's going on, you gotta make it clear.
Yeah.
If this woman hasn't picked up on that in 2 years, you're
Right.
doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And there's a reason you haven't been invited to the bonfires yet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
You know?
It was just so weird that he acted so
Yeah.
different when I was there with the boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, another boost to your confidence.
I guess.
This reminds me. So I used to work with guys that were almost a whole generation older than me. I was the only woman in my department. So there was a gender gap, a generational gap, all that. I mean, they were sweet. I don't know how it came up a few times. Maybe they were complimenting me or something. I was just saying how I don't think I've ever been, I don't think a guy's ever flirted with me ever. And they're like, you have got to be kidding me. So what we decided is that I don't understand it when it's happened. So then fast forward, and I thought, when I was going through my divorce, I am going to be alone the rest of my life because I'm 30 years older now and nobody's ever flirted with me, right?
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
So a female friend of mine, she was like, you'll be surprised. I think it's how you carry yourself when you're married. You're not sending out a vibe like I'm available to, be flirted with. But once you're divorced,
There's a vibe.
you'll carry yourself differently. Guess what, Jenny?
What?
Turns out, I still don't know if anybody's ever... But here's what I'm thinking. So, a new video came up the other day online from somebody that I know both of us watch. And he was saying that, ladies, when guys flirt with you, it's obvious. Like, they will look at you... You know what I mean?
Okay.
That you'll know that they're staring at you. He's like, it doesn't... And so then you have to give some kind of signal like, yeah, it's okay to approach me. He's like, but it doesn't work the opposite way. Ladies, you're so covert. You're so secretive with
the flirting?
Yeah, or just even
signals?
nonverbal, the signals, anything. Why would we want to come approach you if we're not getting the vibe at all that you would be open to us, approaching you? So that might be part of the problem, but here's the thing. I don't know where you go to school for these things. Yeah. Or if there's online webinars or something, but I don't know how to carry myself differently. You know what, though? I did realize I really do need to think this through if I am interested in finding anybody, because I was with one of our friends at a water park a while back. I became aware after a while she was being very observative. That's not a word.
Observant?
Observant.
Okay.
Observative. Just trying to watch for, do we see any guys that don't have rings on that are about our age? Maybe they would be here with their grandchildren or something.
Possible.
Or, whatever. And I'm like, it doesn't even occur to me.
To look for these things.
I'm just so focused on what's right in front of me, and that's you right now, friend. It's true. I'm not watching my environment ever. But anyway.
No, I think that's fair. I don't know that I would know if anybody was flirting with me.
It'd have to be pretty blatant, I think.
Yeah. I
was in a Walmart in Tijuana, Mexico with my sister-in-law. They lived there for a while. She just kept saying, he likes you. You see, you've got an admirer. I'm like, what are you talking about? This, that, and the other. And she pointed at him. He was down the aisle a little bit. And I'm like, stop being ridiculous. And she's like, are you kidding me? If not, it's so true. I am never going to get it right because I don't get it. I pretty much need you to walk up to me and not only just start a conversation with me, lots of compliments and hey, so,
just ask you out to dinner right there.
You want to have some coffee? Yeah. I mean, you might as well. The guys online do. They ask you. That might be a little creepy. But if you said hey, you want to get, I don't know. We're going to figure that out.
We'll laugh about this later. Story still being written.
Thank you for listening. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel at JK Podcast Life Unexpected. If you found this episode enjoyable, please share it with a friend or post it on your favorite social media. We would love to hear from you by either commenting on this episode or sending us an email at jkunexpectedpodcast@gmail.com. That's jkunexpectedpodcast@gmail.com.